The story begins as a woman enters an office building. Everyone freezes, then rushes back to work. Shimono, exhausted from a sleepless night, tries to focus, eager to finish early and watch the finale of his favorite drama. When the boss arrives, she calls his name. Startled, Shimono leaps up, wondering if he's in trouble. She demands a moment and scolds him for daydreaming. Touka Kamijou, the chairwoman, famous in the industry, orders him closer. As she adjusts his tie, he silently admires her long hair and sharp eyes, the same features she had in school. At 27, he feels foolish under her gaze. She tells him to look presentable for an important client, remarking that he looks dull. Her perfume stirs memories of high school. She was the admired student council president he once liked but never confessed to. Assuming she doesn't remember him, she then instructs him to prepare for meeting. He nervously agrees, but back at his desk, he realizes he lacks a manual for the meeting and panics, asking for help. Later that night, they end up bar hopping. The boss, now drunk, acting cute, insists on another round, but he refuses, saying he has work. She had originally helped him prepare, and in thanks, he invited her out. As she wobbles, he suggests she go home, mentioning her nearby apartment. Shocked, she accuses him of stalking her until he reminds her she'd told him herself. He insists on escorting her home to avoid tomorrow's scolding. Along the way, she teasingly asks if he talks to other women like this. He laughs that he's hardly popular, except maybe with married coworkers who find him cute. She leaves his hand and asks if he really believes that. He admits that no one praises his work. People just expect it. She, on the other hand, she's admired by everyone. She snaps that she doesn't care, holding his collar, she repeating it. Realizing he might have gone too far, he apologizes. Suddenly, she asks if he's ever been in love. He denies it, mentioning only a crush in high school. Annoyed, she says he's told her that story before. Suddenly, she starts feeling dizzy, sits down, and he leads her to a nearby temple. As she rests, she mistakes it for a love hotel, and he corrects her, amused. She suggests they should pray then. Watching her, he wishes he could become the kind of man she deserves. The next morning, Shimono wakes to hungover, but his phone is an old flip model, and he's somehow in his parents' house, miles away. Confused, his phone doesn't have any of his office info. He then looks in the mirror and sees a younger face staring back. He's shocked to realize he's turned into his high school self. He heads to school and realizes it's spring of his first year. Excitement replaces panic. No work, just classes. He stops at the door of his class, unsure of his seat, where he's greeted by his friend Aniki, who grow up to become a host. He jokes with him like old times. Next in class, a girl hugs him. His childhood friend, Nakatsugawa. They chat naturally, and he feels warmth in the familiar chaos of class. Determined to change his fate this time, he decides to confess to his old crush, Touka, the same woman who would become his boss. Nervously, he approaches her classroom, where seniors tease him when he asks to see her, saying he should give up. When Touka appears, he gathers his courage and introduces himself. "I'm Naya Shimono," he says, "and I want to be your friend." The class laughs, thinking it childish, but he doesn't care. This moment can change his life. She looks at him seriously, then smiles and says yes, suggesting they walk home together to celebrate. Everyone watches in disbelief as the impossible moment unfolds. His second chance finally begins.